What's up, everyone? Welcome to the 175th edition of the Sports Reality. Mike, I don't know why you played that song. I don't know why you played that song.
You don't know why?
Nah, I don't.
You don't know. Let me get this right.
Please tell me why. Please tell me why.
Oh, because it's a beautiful morning for two other divisional teams. Woo! The same.
I mean, they don't matter on this show, though. Man, welcome to the Sports Reality. My name is Jeremy John, here to bring to you all things sports. And it is still a beautiful morning, another day of life, another day to talk about sports. And let's get right into it. Mike, how was the weekend, man?
My weekend was wonderful. Got the chance to see two things go in the opposite direction of each other. That's all.
You're funny. We're going to talk about that later in the show. We're also going to have DJ Boom come on in whenever we start on the NFL.
I'm actually kind of mad at his team, though.
I mean,
you know why?
I know why, but
they did something that's going to kind of hurt us in the long run.
Well, I mean, you still got 3 more games left.
That is true.
Let's see what happens.
And we do have one more. Do we have one more game against?
Yep, against the Giants, last game of the year, New Year's Day.
Oh, that might help us out.
New Year's Day. So yeah, we got a lot to talk about. What did I do this weekend? I had a basketball game, but let me tell you about this. It was the first time I played basketball in about a month because remember I've been playing flag football, right, Mike?
Yeah.
So of course the game is different when it comes to endurance, correct? You know, in between football plays, you're actually just waiting for them to snap the ball. You're sitting there waiting.
I mean, it's
not constant back and forth.
Pace, yeah.
Like, exactly. So, and because I've had playoff games on nights that I usually play basketball, I haven't been to the gym. So, this weekend, playing a basketball game, we smacked the other team, beat them by like 40, but I got in the game, and about probably 3 minutes later, I was asking the coach to take me out. Let me just tell you guys out there, when you get older, especially like my age,
57?
If that's my age, then that's my age. You got to be consistent. So, yeah, I've been playing flag football and not basketball. So, when I got on the court 3 minutes later into the game, I'm already like, take me out. Take me out. I can't breathe. I can't see. Like, I have a headache. It was all not good. And it was funny. I just needed, like, literally maybe 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes back on the bench. And I was like, all right, I'm good now. But
that's going to get lost in the next 15-minute series.
But yeah, like I will be. I don't have flag football anymore, so I will be back in the gym playing basketball for the next, consistently. So I should be able to get my my breath, get my breath, get that cardio in, and I should be good for the next week. Mike, I should have told you, man. You should come to one of my games, man.
Man, look, basketball. I'm going to be out there for like 3 minutes tops until I get shin splints.
I mean, I'm not that bad.
Just being honest. I get them. I get shin splints.
For me, it was the breathing, man. That's what it was. The respiratory part of it.
How? That's like
because I just haven't been playing ball, so I was just like, oh man,
you've been out in the cold, so you shouldn't have been.
It's different because you play literally for what? 5 to 10 seconds, and then you have 30 seconds that you're waiting until the next play. I played both offense and defense, but then we had subs, depending on the package that we had. So it wasn't like you were there on the field the entire game for an hour, and you weren't running from one end to the other in a football game. So yeah. And the funny thing is, Coach was like, I mean, you all right? Like, what'd you say?
I said you do get a chance to say, oh, I can wait till the offense gets off the field.
Yeah. So Coach was like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I just haven't played ball in a month. Like, so felt like I'm dying out here. And a couple minutes later, I went back in and I felt good. Like I didn't have anything to
But at least
to worry about.
Your coach was concerned about you. That's a good thing.
No, because I never, honestly, not that I'm a big athlete. Obviously, I would not be doing this show if I was. I've played I've played in high school, like sparingly, rec ball and things like that. I've never like told the coach to take me out, like because I'm tired. That has never happened. So I just gotta get back to playing basketball. I will be playing Wednesday night, and I have a game Saturday night. And I think once I work out Wednesday night, I'll be straight.
So what's going on in history?
Today in sports history. What's today's date, Mike?
This is the
12th, December 12th. The 12th. Talking about the 11th. One of my boys, I can't remember. Someone's birthday was yesterday, and I can't remember whose it was.
Happy belated to someone's
belated to somebody. I hope you're watching, whoever that is. Today is December 12th, 2016, and on December 12th, 1899, George Grant patented the wooden golf tee. I don't know. They don't even use wooden ones anymore, do they? Well, I guess they do.
Tees?
Yeah, I don't know.
They use nothing but wood.
I don't know. I haven't been to the golf range.
Golf is probably the reason.
When are we going to the golf range? By the way,
where are we?
I could probably beat y'all mini golf. Probably. Yes. We'll have to do that on the show one day.
We're gonna do it by teams or something.
Nah, just mano a mano.
We should do that on the show.
We should. 1968, on the same day, Arthur Ashe became the first black man to be ranked number 1 in tennis. What an accomplishment.
Yeah.
1971, Bob Hull of the Chicago Blackhawks scored his 1,000th point. 1976, Joe Namath played his last game with the New York Jets. Oh, everyone in the studio will probably love this. Everyone except me. Well, I don't really care, but everyone would love this. 2001, former Dallas Cowboys Nate Newton and two others were arrested on charges of carrying at least 175 pounds of marijuana.
You're right. Everyone
it was his second arrest in 6 weeks. Second arrest in 6 weeks. Who walks around with? I mean, obviously they were distributing, but 175 pounds, like
170. That's light work. That's
a mean street value.
Man, that's
a mean street value.
That's a weight. That's 2 weights on the end of the bar. he was just lifting that. That's for workout material, man. Don't think that.
Oh man.
He wasn't using it. I promise, he wasn't using it.
I mean,
he wasn't distributing it.
I mean, knowing Nate Newton and his habits or his previous habits, he probably used it for himself. Like that probably was just a stash that he had for himself.
But what we talked about this.
We did talk about this last week. The benefits. So maybe he was ahead of the curve in 2001.
He's still ahead of the curve because guess what? I just found out.
What?
Heroin deaths have outnumbered gun deaths for
the
first time ever.
This year? For this year. More
for this month.
For this month.
In history.
Oh.
In this 1 month it has passed.
Say no to drugs, guys.
Yeah, say no to opiates. Even though you might end up taking it because you're in the NFL and they don't let you use anything else but opiates. So yeah. And you get addicted. Exactly.
Man, oh man. All right, let's get to college football real quick. The Heisman Trophy presentation was this past Saturday, and Lamar Jackson won the Heisman. We have been talking about it all year. We said Lamar Jackson from Louisville, quarterback, broke the ACC touchdown record with 51 touchdowns this season. 3,000 plus passing yards and over 1,000 rushing yards. Won the Heisman Trophy by a large margin. It was between him and Deshaun Watson, second place, but even second place was far away. And then there was a huge gap between second and third.
Because you don't see any individual players play this time of year. This year, for some reason, this was a weird year.
I mean, this year
it was all team play. I give them that.
Yeah, there was not too many standouts. And even Deshaun Watson, a lot of people said, I mean, I guess he was second, but did he really? They thought his performance last year was better than this year. But Lamar Jackson, first Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville. Do you think he's going to be a good professional quarterback? He still has at least one more year at college. It's only his sophomore year.
If he don't get rushed, he's good. If he don't get rushed to be a starter and he has a good quarterback coach or a former quarterback that's recently been in the league that's going to actually help him out. I'm not talking about no Brett Favre either, by the way. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about somebody that can actually, mentor him and be with him as much as possible. Because at the end of the day, you need that. He needs that. Like, you want to be a good player or a good teammate or a good person or anything. You need to have that type of mentoring, and I think that's going to help him because at the end of the day, college is totally different than the pros when it comes to entering the league.
Yeah, I think if he gets to the right situation, he will definitely be a decent NFL quarterback.
Because remember, all our quarterbacks that we talk about now, like Eli, we talk about Peyton, we talk about
Roethlisberger.
And they always had somebody there that motivated them or put them in the right positions and told them, "Hey, protect yourself, RG3." But no one did that for RG,
Yeah, and they also, those guys, especially, even though a lot of the very good quarterbacks or the elite quarterbacks in the NFL, the situation just worked out well. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the big issue with a lot of people. You mentioned Robert Griffin III, and we will talk about him during our NFL segment. I just felt like the situation was not good for him. And it
could have been.
It could have. It just did not end up.
It didn't work out.
Yeah, so I think Lamar Jackson could definitely be a good professional quarterback if he's put in the right system, put in the right situation,
and he
doesn't have to start day one.
And he can't get buried. That's the first thing.
Yeah,
you can't be like, oh yeah, we're going to send him to the Patriots. He's going to get buried in the Patriots or system. Just being honest.
Yeah, man. Other college football news: Army beat Navy in the Commander-in-Chief Bowl. Army's first victory over Navy since 2001.
Ooh.
Yes. It was a pretty, I wouldn't say, it was an okay game. I watched a good portion of it. Of course, both teams run that triple option. Navy runs it a lot better than Army, but Army came out victorious with the help of Ahmad Bradshaw. Not the Ahmad Bradshaw that was in the NFL already. There's another one. But Army finally beats Navy. We're going to see where they go in the rankings, but I want to say they were already slated to play in a bowl game, and I'm trying to remember which one, because Navy was the number 25 team
in the
nation. So, they play Louisiana Tech in the Armed Forces Bowl. December 23rd.
I really need them to change the title of that.
And I felt like they already got kind of screwed with that bowl. When you're in the top 25, you should be playing after Christmas.
Yeah, you definitely should.
The bowls get better after Christmas. When you're in there before Christmas, you're just there. Bowl games are all exhibition games anyway, but you're just really there to grab some money for your school. If it's before.
From being from this area, if you're playing at RFK Stadium, you got screwed. Just let you know.
Well, this one is in Texas.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Because a couple years ago,
you're talking about the Military Bowl.
Yeah, that Military Bowl they had here. Oh
yes, that's the one. That's the one that's in Annapolis now. There's no longer in RFK. It's in Annapolis. That's with Cincinnati and Wake Forest. Remember we looked that up?
Yeah.
And how tickets were just dumb expensive for those two terrible teams.
Yeah, well, come on, man. They got to pay those teams. They got to pay the winner of that team. So, of that game.
I guess so, man. I guess so. Let's get into NFL news and recap the scores, and then we'll get into the big stories in the NFL, the big storylines, because there are a lot of them. Yes, if you could play those NFL highlights while we go through these scores and talk about the NFL. Starting with last Thursday night, the Chiefs in Arrowhead beat the Raiders 21-13. Steelers beat the Bills 27-20. Le'Veon Bell goes off. Titans squeak out a win against the Broncos was not. I mean, this might have been the worst game all week. It was a 13-10 game. Action from the Titans early. Got them 13 points early, and then the Broncos got 10 points in the fourth quarter and couldn't prevail. The Washington football team beats the Philadelphia Eagles 27-22.
And a slobber knocker.
I'm not going to act like I saw that.
I didn't see it either, but it was a slobber knocker.
I did not see that game because I had to do some things during that 1 o'clock slot, so I did not see it. I saw the highlights. Highlights seemed pretty exciting, but for you, Mike, you saw it. How was it?
No, I didn't see the game. I saw the highlights.
Oh, okay.
I saw the highlights. That's why I said it was a slobber knocker. That's all. That's all I can say. I don't know that much about it, but
it did come down. It did come down to the fourth quarter.
Wire for a second.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Because I was just checking it out online and everything. I was like, oh, hold up. Why are you guys down by 10 points right now at the fourth quarter? Like, and they came up pretty nice. So,
Dolphins beat the Cardinals 26-23. We'll talk about the big storyline in that game coming up soon. Vikings win 25-16 over the Jaguars. Texans beat the Colts 22-17. Texans are 7-6. Panthers. The Panthers that played yesterday looked like the Panthers from last year, and they beat the Chargers 28-16. Bengals win the Battle of Ohio by trouncing or trumping or walloping or whatever adjective you want to say.
Is that really a battle?
Over the Cleveland Browns.
Don't you know who's the top team in Cleveland already? Not Cleveland, my bad.
In Ohio. Yeah, man, crazy. They win 23-10. Lions, of course, down in the fourth quarter, and they come back and win 20-17. We will talk about the Detroit Lions also during our news segment. The 49ers were up 17-0. Did they win, Mike?
No, which is just
17-0 going into the half.
They're not a bad team.
Oh no, they're a bad team.
No, this year, but like,
no, they're
on paper before this year, they should have been a team that should have been midway. They should be 8-8.
They're a bad team.
They should be 8-8 at the end of the season.
And we're gonna talk about why they're a bad team later in this segment.
Yeah, please, because they're horrible.
Buccaneers won their fifth straight game, beating the Saints 16-11.
We're talking about the Buccaneers.
Yeah, Falcons 42-14 over the Rams. This game started out so ugly. Like that car accident that's probably happened outside. 42-14. Man, oh man. We're going to talk about Jeff Fisher and why he's an NFL coach, or why I don't know why he's an NFL coach, but we're going to get into that. Packers demolished the Seahawks 38-10, and everyone should be happy about this. The Giants beat the Cowboys, finally snapped the 11-game winning streak that the Cowboys have. Let's welcome my man, DJ Boom, into the building. Boom, when you can, come on over here.
Sorry.
I mean, I had 11 weeks of this, man.
Yeah, you did have 11 weeks.
So, it's about time, A broke clock works twice a day, right, Mike?
If it got a little battery juice in it, it could work 3 times a day.
We will take our wins however we can get them. In fact, might I remind you, how many losses does Dallas have?
2.
And who are the 2 losses to?
Both to the Giants.
That is so coincidental.
Yeah, that's
what?
Quite interesting. Now, I would say this: the game was a very defensive game. Surprisingly, we knew that the Giants had a very good defense. We knew that they had some free agents that they just picked up this season that are doing their thing. But surprisingly, the Dallas Cowboys, their defense played well.
Well, they did play
even up until the last defensive stand. Like, they stopped the Giants. But
well, you know who also stopped the Giants, sort of, was the goalpost.
Why the goalpost?
Well, stop Dallas, I mean.
Oh, yes.
Sorry,
yes.
because the goalpost, He came about 6 inches maybe
short.
short.
Like the whole time when the ball's in the air, it's like it's going.
It was a 52-yard kick.
55
yard kick.
And it's still, honestly, with Dan Bailey, I'm still leaning that he's going to make that.
I would too. I didn't think it was a bad call, but it was 6 inches.
Yeah,
and maybe not even 6 inches short.
Odell Beckham. Let's talk about Odell Beckham Jr.
All right, sure.
The Giants win the game. He has a touchdown, long touchdown run. But not going to say but. Actually, I'm just going to say this.
Wow.
That was dope.
He showed up for a big play, which ended up being the game-winning play.
Yeah, he didn't show up all game until we needed him.
And it was funny because even after they scored a touchdown, I'm like, well, it's still a third quarter.
Yeah.
10-7.
Mm-hmm.
We got enough time.
Yeah.
But that ended up being the play of the game right there.
Which shows defense over.
Look at it.
Oh,
there
we go.
There it is.
Bang, juke. Watch out.
As soon as he caught it, I was like, that's a touchdown because he's just that much faster than everyone hits him with the Michael Jackson. With the moonwalk on them.
Do you know how hard it is to moonwalk in cleats? I just want to put that out there.
Very hard.
It's probably really hard.
So I think that was most impressive.
But the one of the good things is when you really think about it, he doesn't catch the ball that often because people know if he catches the ball.
Well, he did have 3 drops last night.
Yeah,
did have 3 drops,
and they were like short passes. So
yeah, he could have had another touchdown. He dropped that good. One. I would say this. As a Giants fan, this is what you need to be. This is what makes it positive for you. What is it? Your 6th straight win? No. You lost last week, but 6 out of 7. 6 out of 7 games.
Yeah, let's see if you're going to say what I think you're going to say.
No.
Go ahead.
What do you think I'm going to?
Actually, I think you're going to talk about the momentum. What year was that? Was that like 3-4 years ago?
That was
2007 and 2011.
Yeah.
Where you catch fire.
Yeah, it's the end of the season momentum.
They're in the wild card right now. Mm-hmm. Anything can happen once you're in the playoffs.
And it was all defensive momentum too.
Anything can happen. Here's the positive for the Cowboys. That defense
looked good.
Looked really good, and they're still missing Morris Claiborne, who shockingly, over the last year and a half, you're probably going to say he's one of the best DBs on the team.
Easily.
When 2 years ago you were saying he's the worst DB on the team. Missing him. Positive things also. You forced turnovers for the Cowboys against against a team that, even though they give the ball away, it's still the Dallas Cowboys, and their defense had very little turnovers this season. Let's get to the negatives. Let's get to the negatives for the Cowboys. I personally think they lost because of a few things. And I'm going to put them. I'm going to put them in the order of importance.
Okay.
The offensive play calling, to me, was what really lost the game.
Yeah.
Not calling plays that allowed Dak to be on the move.
Right.
Because I felt like they wanted to keep him in the pocket so much. I understand the Giants' defense ran a lot of blitzes. They ran a lot of.
But the Giants don't do well against teams that have mobile quarterbacks, so he should have been moving way more.
And not only that, it wasn't like they contained him, but they also contained Dak because Dak decided not to
remove. So, I think if he had started, he would have caused problems if he had started running. So I think that's a good observation.
So
they played up there in Lambeau, right? It was snowing as well too.
New York.
Yeah. So how often has Dax has been in a pro professional game where it snows on the ground?
Probably never, playing in Mississippi. So I think offensive play calling was the number one issue with the team. Number 2 is, and it goes back to play calling. And I think about it, not taking advantage of 3 turnovers that Eli Manning had.
Even I thought, we're going to get
3 turnovers.
Upon. Yeah.
And then also, Barry Church dropped 2 interceptions. Ugh. Easily could be 5 turnovers from
It
Eli
could have
Manning.
gone the other way easily.
But the Cowboys could take advantage of that. Yeah. Also, personnel being on the field, Ezekiel Elliott. It's not really clear, did he get hit hard and had to come out for a little bit, or if somehow they thought in the game plan that Lance Dunbar in a certain situation is the best option. The issue with Lance Dunbar is once he's on the field, they're passing the ball. At least with Zeke, you don't
know what's going to happen.
Also, Alfred Morris had 0 carries. Your second running back.
Yeah.
And this was one of the games that if Dak is not playing that well, you just need to run the ball. With that offensive line, with those 2 running backs, you need to do that. So I say play calling.
The Giants need to run the ball, or the Cowboys need to run more. Yeah, I agree. If Dak's not going to move, you got to run the ball.
I was weirded out by.
I think the weather was an issue for, not specifically the Cowboys. I'm going to narrow it down. The weather was an issue for Dez Bryant.
You think?
Because he was slipping and sliding, not explosive. 2 of those interceptions that Dak threw all came down to Dez slipping or Dez not locating the ball.
Yeah.
The one down the middle, okay, it could have been a 50-50 ball, but Dez lost it. And then, of course, Leon Hall.
He wasn't productive. I mean, the whole game he wasn't productive.
And then he finally catches the ball and fumbles the ball in the fourth quarter, which gave the ball right back to the Giants. Let's get to negatives about the Giants. The running game is non-existent.
Non-existent. Does not exist.
Alfred Morris is looking for a new team.
The running game, non-existent. Shane Vereen comes back after not playing for weeks. Second play that he's in the game, gets a concussion. So back to the backup running back again. Of course, it's Rashad Jennings and Paul Perkins. And you have
our O-line, even if we did have a good running back, the offensive line
is trash.
Is some garbage.
And that's another thing. Maybe that's something that the Cowboys can't get too happy about with their defense. They played against an offensive line that's horrible, and they looked very good. So we're going to see next week when the Cowboys play against the Buccaneers how well can this team go.
Right.
Also, as good as the stats Odell Beckham had, I feel like McAdoo, the game, I mean, offensively, the schemes that he runs just aren't that great either. And this was supposed to be the offensive guru that was supposed to take over after Coughlin.
Yeah.
And I don't see it. I don't see it yet. But
I think his play calling is conservative. I think that they don't have enough of aside of Beckham, they don't really have the kind of stars to have the play calling and the kind of offensive schemes that you would want. And it's kind of a little boring. It's probably why I fell asleep in the third quarter. Sorry, I just did.
So yeah, let's get in. I want you to stay for some other NFL news. Ryan Tannehill of the Miami Dolphins looks like it's a torn ACL, out for the rest of the season.
Damn, Dolphins, man. They were just damn, dude. Are you serious? Oh, man.
Dolphins are now 8-5, still in the playoff hunt.
Yeah, but poor Miami.
The Browns are still winless, 0-13, with Robert Griffin starting his second game as a Brown.
Oh, wow.
And he looked horrible.
Did he get hurt?
I don't think so.
He didn't get hurt, but he didn't get hurt. So there's a positive.
That's a compliment.
There's a positive.
There we go.
He looked horrible.
Just positive. Yeah. He didn't get hurt.
I felt like he played better the first game of the year when he got hurt.
That's probably not a good thing.
Because he had confidence then.
I don't know.
Now he's just like, save me.
The AFC South is still as remedial as... Actually, let me not say what I was about to say.
Do you have the standings?
Very disrespectful what I was about to say.
Do you have the standings?
The leader, it should be the I think it's the Texans. They're 7-6, but they're tied with the Titans that are 7-6, and the Colts with their loss yesterday drops them down to 6-7. The leader of the division is 7-6.
See, that's a division that should be a whole lot better.
That just tells you that it's not that good.
Yeah.
Le'Veon Bell, 300 all-purpose yards yesterday.
Damn, son.
Won the game for the Steelers single-handedly. Also, there's rumblings in Buffalo.
Well, he's looking for a new team, too.
Yeah, there's rumblings in Buffalo that Rex Ryan, Rob won't have a job either if Rex isn't there.
How many games have the Steelers won in a row?
Steelers, they've been winning.
Two or three.
Winning,
right?
They got
definitely been winning.
4 in a row.
4 in a row.
Okay. 4 in a row, yeah.
So they've been winning as of late.
After dropping the first few in the season.
Broncos not looking too good. Super Bowl champions, but they are, of course, having quarterback issues. The offense isn't as good as it was Actually, I'm not going to even say it's not as good as it was last year. It's just they're being more exposed now.
They need
and their defense isn't as good as it was last year.
But the AFC West is really good this year, other than San Diego.
Yes.
You know?
That is true.
Also, they lost some players through free agency and things like that. They lost against the Titans. Score was 13-10. Let's talk about the Washington football team, still in the mix.
Yep.
Came down to the end, but a great defensive stand by the Washington team. And they're still in the mix, 7-5-1. This is when the one really messes you up.
Totally.
I know, that's why
I ain't mad because I'm a Giants fan, but
we got to beat the Giants at the end of the season.
They would be in the wild card.
They'd be in the wild card. So
right
that one loss,
tie
puts them in out of the wild card.
Yeah, now the Redskins and the Giants play again. New Year's Day game, season finale. We'll see how things go there.
That's going to be critical.
Raiders. This was last Thursday night. They lost against the Chiefs. Yes, it was an Arrowhead, but I still thought the Raiders, if they're going to be if this is supposed to be the best team in the AFC, I thought you still go into Arrowhead and you beat them. Yeah. They did not look good at all.
There were some wicked fights in the stands.
Yes,
did y'all see that shit?
I saw
Yo, how would you like to get clocked in the head and then tumble 6 flights of seats?
6 flights inside the stadium is a whole lot.
Raiders fans were so upset.
I saw the video.
The video. You have the video, Mike? That video. We got to watch that video. Or not. Whatever.
I saw the video, and let's just put it like this. The police were there, but they weren't really there.
Why were they straight watching it?
They were kind of watching.
Yo, they were straight standing around like,
and they were just like, okay, you go over there. You go over there.
You tumbled 6 flights. Go that way.
I've seen at FedEx Field where PG County police officers are literally handcuffing people and dragging them down.
Yeah. I was surprised that they were just watching it.
They were just like...
Was that happening after the game?
I couldn't really...
It was kind of hard to tell. It was like during the game.
Because there were way too many fans.
It's like shit happening on the field.
Yeah. Yeah, Raiders fans. That's always happens. Average amount of you want to hear this? I think Buffalo has the rowdiest fan or the most criminal fans. 24 arrests per game.
I mean, it's kind of cold up there, so it's really not a lot to do.
Oakland is also up there. I think it's like 20 per game.
I feel like Mike. They drink to keep warm.
Yeah, by the way, that is not counting some that happened in the parking lot that the police are not aware.
Didn't even get to the game yet. There's arrests and the game hasn't even started.
Yes.
I like it.
So an average of 6 arrests per quarter in an NFL game.
But for perspective, in soccer, from what I understand, that's like nothing.
I guess in big European soccer, maybe.
Right? People are getting shanked and stuff there.
6 arrests per quarter?
Per quarter.
Oh, that's a lot. That's actually a lot when you put it in quarter terms.
Oh my God.
Think about that.
That's actually a lot.
When the game started at 1,
there were toddlers in handcuffs. It was bad.
Buffalo, but Oakland's pretty high too. It's like 19 arrests per game, so it's still pretty high.
But 6 per quarter is like kind of.
The lowest is Seattle, 1 per game.
Do we agree though that the Oakland fans are the most hardcore, toughest fans?
Yeah, they're the toughest fan, and
they're the fan I would least like to fight.
But it seems like they're getting smarter because they're not getting arrested as much.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
They're savvier criminals.
They're savvier criminals in black.
Let's go through some of these games for some other drama in Dallas. Already rumblings about Tony Romo coming back.
Why?
Well,
Why?
When I say rumblings from the media. You got a lot of folks talking about.
They just want to talk about stuff.
And I tweeted this earlier. Those who follow me, J2 021. One of my friends who is a Washington fan was kind of like, yeah, it'll be ridiculous if the Cowboys go back to Tony Romo. And I said, if the Cowboys go back to Tony Romo, this will be the time where I will not be a Cowboys fan anymore.
No. What they should do is, I'm being serious when I say this, is actually just let Prescott go for the rest of the season, see what happens, and then if they bring him back next year, and let him just bow out gracefully. They're going to make a whole lot of people pissed off if you bring that dude back now.
You're 11-2.
You would piss off so many people
with a margin where a loss margin of 4 points combined.
Man, Press just needs shit to talk about.
He did not play well last night. But I also put some of that on the coaching staff.
Come on, man.
He
There
did not-
were 1,000 reasons they lost the game. I don't think he was that many.
Yes, and also Dez got a first down and fumbled the ball. We don't know what would have happened if after that he
the
holds on to the ball.
kick. There's a million things that could
We
have
just need to
changed
get in
that
field
game.
goal range.
Yeah, that's silly.
A
Who's
lot-
saying that? What press is saying that? I'm
a
not
lot,
reading them
a
anymore.
lot. Of course, Stephen A. Smith, and I wish Stephen A. Smith would listen to the show.
Jesus.
He's already like it took him 11 weeks to finally be like to talk about the Cowboys in a negative way. Because he's a
hardcore Dallas hater.
He basically said they're accident waiting to happen. So it took him 11 weeks.
I mean, they kind of are. I mean,
but also this is a different year.
What do you mean, like an accident, like one player from being terrible?
He's
No,
basically
from
saying
what decisions?
this loss last night is pretty much ending the season.
Oh, wow,
It could.
that's extreme.
But it could.
if they
And
bring
if it
Romo back.
happens,
exactly.
There you go.
a lot of people say things, and if it happens, then they say, "Well, I was right."
I told
no, the circumstances,
We're there.
changed,
Yeah.
and you ended up being right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But if they bring Romo back, just remember Jerry Jones. You guys should all petition to say Jerry Jones.
Well, Jerry said no last night unequivocally,
Okay, good.
but
Then we don't have
there's
to worry
still the
about Jerry
rumblings
Jones.
that people want Romo. I saw it on Twitter. Cowboys fans bringing out their Romo jerseys,
Why?
things like that, talking about hey, it's time to go. Look,
Why they trying to be? Why they trying to
That's
be
so silly, dude.
an intelligent
That's so
fan?
silly.
Like, don't do
if
that. to
your
yourself.
quarterback gets you 11 straight wins,
wins,
you do not bench them after winning a game and not playing that well and losing a game by 3 points and not playing well. You do
and
not
then you
bench
don't
them.
bench him when the other quarterback says, "Yeah, let the young man play."
You also don't bench him when the other quarterback has had back issues.
Mm-hmm.
You also don't play the other quarterback when they haven't played since August. And we're in December now.
And
I can't
and the
believe we're
mistakes that
even
he's
talking
made.
about this because of a 3-point loss. That's the silliest
It's
thing
also kind
ever.
of funny. The Cowboys, their last loss was in September. It is December. So, I mean, let's chill out. Let's do what Aaron Rodgers said, RELAX, relax. It's one game. Now, you got the Cowboys. They have to win 2 of the next 3 to clinch home field. A tough game next week against the Buccaneers. We will talk about that. Let's go to predict next week's games quickly before we get to the NBA. Starting Thursday night, Rams and Seahawks. Who's winning?
Seahawks.
Seahawks also.
Even though they lost last night.
Seahawks.
Yeah, Jeff Fisher. I don't know how he has a job.
Jeff
Fisher
has a job.
and he
yeah.
just got an extension. I think honestly, if you lose on
We were
Thursday,
when we talked about that last week,
Yes,
that
just got an extension.
he should be fired like this week.
just got an
Yeah.
extension.
Okay, well,
If he loses on Thursday, when he loses on Thursday,
Okay.
he will be the most losingest coach
probably
in
the
NFL
highest
history.
paid coach too.
Oh yes, he's highly paid.
He's highly paid.
Highly paid.
For some reason, Jeff
he had
Fisher knows
photos
how to
of
do
somebody. He's blackmailing somebody.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, and by the way, his agent is the father of the chief operating operation officer for the Rams. So talk about nepotism. Talk about conflict of interest. Jeff Fisher's agent
Is the father.
is the father of the COO of the Rams. And you wonder why he
there's
got a
your
job.
explanation.
Well,
You
this sounds
wonder why
like
he got an extension.
this sounds like Phil Jackson getting a job with LA. You know
Yeah.
about that, right?
Yeah.
Him and
him and Jeannie.
and Jeannie, they were going out together.
I mean, yeah. That's why the Lakers are kind of where they are right now, because Jeannie and her brother are beefing,
Yep.
specifically over Phil Jackson. Anyways, so we're at consensus here. Seahawks win. Let's go quickly. Dolphins without Tannehill
Still,
going up against the Jets.
Jets suck.
Yeah, they do. They're Dolphins.
I think the Jets win, and they're going to squander some draft position over this win. Matt Moore is horrible, and they're playing in New York on a Saturday night. Jets win. And Jets, I feel like...
Saturday night.
Oh, they're missing Tannehill and they're in New York?
Yeah,
On a
Jets,
Saturday.
I feel like the Jets...
Jets.
It's funny, the
You
Jets...
convinced me.
Todd Bowles was literally a quarter away from being fired, He was probably going to be fired last night if they lost, and then they came back and won in overtime. I feel like his players actually like him.
I'm gonna stay with the Dolphins because I think the Jets are gonna make a smart decision.
Jets
Jets
suck. Man.
Jets
They're
are going to
make
win.
a smart decision by
Jets are
losing.
going to win. Titans versus the Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
I feel like the Titans will somehow win this game. Somehow.
That would really help them in
This
their
will be the
division.
game that the Chiefs lose. Steelers versus Bengals.
Steelers.
Yeah, Steelers all the way.
I'll take Bengals.
Lions versus the Giants.
Giants. I have to say that. I'm sorry. But I hate the Lions because they're always on Thanksgiving, and they suck for many years.
This one is tough.
But they're both 9-4, so that's going to be a
9-4.
good game.
This is tough. I'm leaning toward.
I'm going with the Lions. I'm sorry. That offensive line showed us.
I hate to say, I don't even feel good about this.
This
but
may end in a tie. I'm predicting it.
Oh my God!
No, we're not going to
I'm
have
cutting
five.
this clip up.
Hold on,
If
look.
you-
We're not
if
going to
you
have.
predict this.
We're not going to have 4 or
No more
5
ties.
ties
With
this
it's
the ties.
ending in a
You're
tie.
just
In one
saying it
season.
because of the skins.
No, it's ending
Man.
in a tie. Colts versus Vikings.
I'm taking the Colts, even though the Vikings will probably win.
Vikings. That Colts defense is horrendous.
I'm taking those.
Jaguars versus the Texans.
Texans.
Jaguars.
Jaguars. I have a feeling
Yeah,
they'll do.
Jaguars.
The Jaguars haven't even. they only
Texans have a
won 2
horrible
games
quarterback
this year.
too. Yeah, I think
my
I think the
God.
Jaguars will win this game. Packers versus the Bears.
I'm taking the Packers.
Yeah, I'm going to the Packers.
Packers.
Browns versus the Bills.
Of course, I'm taking the Bills. Unless you think someone's going to get their first win. Mike?
No,
right.
I agree.
I'm going with the Browns, dog. Browns get their first win.
Really?
Why?
They get their first win.
Because
Rex Ryan is not that
RG3
good
gonna
of
have
a
a little bit of momentum.
Rex Ryan is not that good of a coach. He's on the hot seat. They will lose against the Browns. He will be fired by 8 p.m.
Oh my
Sunday.
God, that's
Mark
provocative.
my words here. Lose to the Browns, fired by 8 p.m. Sunday.
And a
Mark
tie.
my words. And
If
a tie.
If that happens, that's a wonderful thing.
Eagles versus the Ravens.
I'm taking the Ravens.
Yeah, Ravens. all
I'm
the
taking
way.
Eagles. I think they're not gonna let that happen again.
49ers versus the Falcons.
I'm taking the Falcons.
Yeah, Falcons.
I'm never taking the 49ers again.
Saints versus the Cardinals.
I'm taking the Saints.
I'm going with the.
Where are they?
It's in Arizona. Going with the Cardinals. Who they're playing in New Orleans.
All
I'll
right.
go with the Saints.
I'm taking the Saints.
Raiders and the Chargers in San Diego.
The Raiders,
Raiders.
off the shanking thing again. You know.
Raiders definitely beat them. Patriots against the Broncos.
Taking the Patriots. They got a quarterback.
Yeah, Patriots.
I'm gonna go with Broncos.
For the Sunday night game, the Cowboys are back on Sunday night. They flexed this game, and you still want to say the Cowboys are not America's team. This is why back-to-back
Marketing and promotion.
Weeks.
all I gotta
so
say.
they flexed. I forgot who
And
was supposed.
this year's record.
I
Yeah,
think,
and this year.
I think the Patriots and Broncos were supposed to play this game, and now they flexed it. And
That's
also,
ridiculous.
also-
You're kidding me. They kicked the. Well, that's ridiculous.
also the Broncos.
Well, they do that all the
also,
time.
the Buccaneers are playing well
Yeah, but
You
dude,
gotta-
the Patriots and the Broncos. How you not going to show them?
because the Broncos are, even though they're 8-5, they're not exciting.
Yeah, they're not.
Whatever. Cowboys going to lose.
You got the storyline of the Cowboys.
11-3.
Buccaneers playing well. 5 straight.
11-3.
victories.
Romo comes back.
Panthers, Redskins. Monday night next week.
I'm gonna take Redskins. Of course, that's my team. It's just I bleed burgundy.
I guess my Skins my second favorite team. So I'll take the Skins.
I'm just gonna be real honest. I'm gonna be a hater. Panthers gonna win. I have no logic to this. Just being
Why?
a hater.
Because
Panthers gonna win. At least I'm admitting to my hate
At
right
least
now.
he's
Because-
honest.
because it was a beautiful morning for us and not you. Is that what it
Because
is?
you played the wrong intro song.
Oh,
So I'm just being honest. It's I'm hating right now. Redskins are gonna lose, and that will mess up their playoff hopes. Hopefully, as a Skins fan, the Giants lose also, and then y'all just still are right there. So
no, I don't want that. That makes it where like, oh
Come
my
on,
God,
man.
we're just
look, at least I'm
man.
being honest. I didn't try to BS you and say, well, this and this.
Man.
No, they're gonna lose. I just want them.
Yeah,
to
well,
lose.
just
the
gotta-
Giants are not going to tie.
I'm clearly telling you, there's no logic to me saying this. Logically, the Redskins are going to win this game. Panthers haven't been playing well. Logically, you know, they're going to win. But I just told you there's no logic to what I'm saying on this game. Panthers win.
There you go.
Tonight's game. I think I can't remember who's who. I know who's playing. I don't know who. Okay,
Baltimore.
Ravens at the Patriots. I did not know where the game was until I looked at it right now.
Yeah.
Ravens at the Patriots. Who y'all got?
Patriots.
It's gonna be snowing up there,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna take Patriots.
I think the Ravens got this. Gronk not being there.
Gronk's not there.
Gronk's out again?
Gronk is out for the season, guys.
Whoa.
What
Yes.
happened?
Had a
Gronk?
back injury. Out for the season.
Jesus, this guy.
Yes. Martellus Bennett has done nothing since Gronk has not been there. It's funny. Martellus Bennett's best games with the Patriots are when Gronk is on the field.
Yeah.
Which
of course.
makes sense. But now when you're the guy that's supposed to be the tight end,
Yeah.
You gotta make some.
he ain't been doing nothing. I've had him on my fantasy team. Has done nothing for your life, like Bernie Mac said to Kanye in
People from Chicago.
Nothing with your life. You've done nothing. Let's get to the NBA. Talk about some big news makers. Let's start with the local team real quick. John Wall dropped 52.
Damn.
Last
Ballin'.
week against Orlando. And the
That's
Wizards,
Orlando.
And the Wizards lost.
Yeah, I figured that.
And he had some comments. Pretty much said the rest of the team didn't have as much heart into this game. And I believe him. And I agree with him. Because it wasn't like John Wall's 52 was selfish.
Yeah.
His 52 points were not selfish.
Oh, so he tried.
Like, his 52 points were necessary for them to be in the game. It wasn't like one of those players that take 50 shots to get 50 points.
Right.
No, I mean he.
Oh,
had
so
a
he didn't
decent game.
He didn't Gilbert Arenas one.
Even Gilbert Arenas had those games were necessary.
Yeah.
I felt like John Wall played well, but the rest of the team really didn't do anything, and they lost to the Orlando Magic. They're not that good.
No, they're
They're
not.
better, not that good. Another guy that scored a lot of points, Klay Thompson. Last Monday,
60
in three quarters.
Hold up, but he's been doing that lately though. I've been hearing about
60
him.
in three
60 in
quarters.
3 quarters.
Not 60, but like he hit.
I mean,
60
he's
before,
had
right?
he has the record for most points in a quarter. Last year, dropped 37 in a quarter in the
one
third quarter.
quarter.
Yeah, 37.
That's insane.
At halftime, he had 40.
And
At
they
the
be
end of the third, he had
sneaky, too.
60.
He gets in like these zones.
And they be sneaky
Oh.
too. You don't even notice he's scoring this many points.
By the way, you want to know how much time he had the ball in his hand for those 60 points?
How much?
When they calculated, just over a minute.
What?
That's the craziest
Just
thing.
over a
I
minute.
know what you mean. I know what you mean.
So from
When
fingertip to
every
basket.
single touch, if you add up the time
the
of
ti-
every
every
single touch
time
on
he
60
touched-
points, it only adds up to 1 minute.
So he's just shooting and going.
It's just blam,
Catching,
blam,
boom.
blam,
And he was
blam.
splashing from anywhere. Or he'll just beat his defender, get a wide open
Ray
shot.
Allen right now is like that's the one record I want.
Ray Allen,
He's like that's
Reggie
the one I
Miller.
wanted.
That's exactly that's this game right there.
Yeah. Oh.
He's gonna beat you to a spot.
They never did that.
Not
Ray
that.
Allen
No, they
or
didn't do
Reggie
that.
Miller.
No,
Not
they
that.
came close,
Neither of
but
them even had a 60-point game, if I'm correct.
I mean, they probably have 50-point games, but
I don't
mean,
think
Chris-
Miller ever had a 60-point
60
game.
in three quarters.
Chris Mullen, like he had like a. I
Woo.
think, did Chris Mullen have a 60-point game?
Probably, but this is still
I
three
would think-
quarters, guys.
Yeah.
Still three
This
quarters.
isn't a full game.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
Right,
up there with the
3 quarters.
Kobe game when Kobe had 60, I think 2 at the end of 3 quarters, and they just sat him.
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook, his consecutive triple-double streak ended at 8. Still impressive.
Who's hungrier than Russell Westbrook
Nobody.
in the NBA? Seriously, tell me someone who plays with more passion. For real talk. Silence.
I mean, we kind of said John Wall if he's talking like that.
yeah,
but, you know.
he's still.
He's still not,
I mean,
he's still not
Wall,
Russell
Wall
Westbrook.
has the
He's not-
passion. Just Wall isn't as good as Westbrook. But
No,
yeah,
he's not.
understandably.
and or athletic as athletic.
Russell
as
Westbrook
He's a
is-
beast.
Russell Westbrook has the intensity of Kobe and Mike,
Yeah.
I can say
but
that.
still has like the unselfish bone
Yeah.
as what a point guard is supposed to be.
Of like a Magic, yeah.
Yes, like a Magic,
Yeah.
where I'm still gonna get my points. But
I'm telling you,
setting people up.
I would take him on my team
And that's-
over so many other people in the NBA.
And not just setting them up, also getting the rebounds. He's 6'4".
I know,
Yeah,
isn't that
yeah,
crazy?
yeah.
6'4".
He gets so many offensive rebounds.
So I mean, quite impressive, man.
You think I'm gonna say this? Do you think that Kevin Durant leaving opened up his spirit, like to knowing that's him now, because he knows that's him.
I think he's probably always wanted to play like this. And with Kevin Durant, remember there was a time a few years ago where it was cool to hate on Westbrook and just be like, yo, Kevin Durant's your teammate, give him the ball. Why are you shooting more than him?
Yeah.
Well,
and then with the fashion stuff.
And as of now, I
Kind
mean,
of proving the points.
Yeah.
If I had both of them, which they were on the team last year, it just needs to come down to who's on fire.
I'd get him a big center, Westbrook. He needs a big center.
Yeah,
So-
I think Westbrook is better without Kevin Durant.
Oh yeah, I mean
Totally
you're
agree.
seeing it now. Of course, they're a better team if Durant's there, but for him, you're seeing his true potential, and I really hope he finishes the season averaging a triple double. I really hope it. And it's quite possible. The fact that he's this far into the season, averaging a triple double, your numbers just don't drop
It'll go,
all of a sudden.
Yeah.
The issue may come down to rebounds maybe, but the assists are going to be there with him dominating the ball.
Because
that
we're about
much.
to be in.
Which
It'd be,
is
nice,
gonna be there.
it'd be nice if he got the MVP after KD leaving town like that. It'd be nice.
Yeah, Warriors demolished the Clippers last Wednesday night. Wasn't even close.
That's horrible.
This is their first matchup this season, and it was not even close. Chris Paul and those guys, they just didn't. I felt like they were so amped up for revenge, and then they got on the court and the buzz was gone by the first quarter. It was just after the first quarter, it's that.
They were literally up by 20 and 30 points for most of the game. It was so crazy.
And it was they were with them, and then they weren't. And I felt like the adrenaline ran out, the buzz ran out, and it was just we actually have to play basketball now. And everyone played really well for the Warriors that night.
Did you see the Cavs demolish the Knicks last week?
Oh.
That was just, and then LeBron starts flipping the bottle.
Yeah,
on
they're doing
the
the water
side.
bottle challenge. LeBron is funny that we're going to say a quiet game. He had 27 points, 6 rebounds, something like that, but he did it in 3 quarters. And also it was the first matchup against the Knicks since Phil Jackson's posse comments. Then you had Phil Jackson's comments about Carmelo Anthony, how, you hold the ball too long in this triangle offense. And
he needs to not
there
say anything.
may be truth to it, but you have Kristaps Porzingis, but the real issue is the triangle offense should not be with this team.
This is not the triangle offense. This team cannot do that.
This should not be a triangle offense team.
He's trying to force that on the team.
Exactly, he is forcing it on the team.
Yeah, if you're running the triangle, you got to have 3 good point guards, right? I thought that was the rule of this.
I mean, the
rule of thumb was you have to have a really good point guard.
Or at least a big center.
You have to have
a big center, yeah.
You have to have a big point guard. You got to have a scorer, which they have Kobe. You have a big enough point guard with Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
And then you have to have a third option, typically someone maybe like Kristaps. That could be a triangle, but still it is.
Kristaps plays too far outside. The triangle worked with Shaq because it was Kobe, Shaq, and Fisher.
Yeah,
you know
and
what I'm saying?
it isolated everyone. Everyone had their space to do what they had to do because you couldn't. I mean, if you double team Shaq, you had Kobe there. If you double team Kobe, Shaq's wide open, and then you had Derrick Fisher. I don't know. The triangle just doesn't work, and all of that. Phil's barely there. Phil's probably in LA chilling half of the time this season, so we will see how things go. How much time we got, Mike? How much time we got, Mike?
2 minutes.
2 minutes? Oh, all right. Let's quickly get to Major League Baseball news and then go to the sports memes to wrap up the show. Aroldis Chapman got signed by Boom's Knicks. Did I say Knicks? Yankees. Boom's the Yankees. Highest paid reliever, $86 million for 4 years. He's reunited with the Yankees. Wade, I think his name is Wade Davis, signed with the Cubs. He's no longer with the Royals. Also, here's the big news in the Major League Baseball. They renewed the CBA, so there will be no lockout. Also, here's the big news. If you're a baseball fan, and Boom will probably love this, the All-Star game will no longer determine home field advantage. The salary cap is probably going to go up. Actually, no, sorry. There is no salary cap. Sorry, I'm thinking about. That was something they. Yeah, I mean, there's baseball. There's no salary cap, but I think they introduced the luxury tax for baseball. So, yeah. So if you go over a certain amount, then you will be taxed. So it's just not just frivolous spending going on. So that's what's happening in baseball. Oh, also, our Washington Nationals traded some prospects to get Adam Eaton. And I'm like, those amount of prospects that you gave up for Adam Eaton, you probably could have traded to get Andrew McCutchen. So we're going to see how things go with the Nats and things like that. Let's get to these sports memes real quick before we wrap up the show. And meme number 1. Just let me know when you're ready, Mike. But before you get to there, I want to thank everyone for watching and listening to this show. Meme number 1. You need me to talk more, Mike? Right. 60 points. 60 and 29. 60 points in 29 minutes. What's 6 minus 29? What's 6 minus 29? No. 6 minus 29. 60. Sorry. 60 minus 29. I know I said it wrong. 31. And the Warriors blew a 3-1 lead last year. Remember that. Never forget that. Meme number 2. Eagles fans are saying we're putting together a team to make a run next year. And that's what the calendar year for 2017 has to say about that. Meme number 3. This is the husband of the year. He is under the umbrella while his wife is not under the umbrella. Meme number 4. Or next one. When your grandma hears the kids being too loud in the next room. That is Cam Newton. Who does Cam Newton look like right there? He looks like someone's mother. All right. The next one. When your mama got a call up to school because you acting a fool. Right there.
He looks like Future.
He has the Future hat, I guess, or the hat Future wears. But look at his long, oversized sweater and his jeans.
See, like, there's a point where the tightness on your pants. I can see his calf vein.
Like, if I didn't see the face, I'd have been like, "Yo, who's that thick woman right there?" Like,
oh, you serious?
Cam Newton looking like them old ladies in church who always got a purse full of breath mints and know all the pastor's dirt.
My mom does have that scarf though.
Exactly. And that's how Cowboys fans feel today, right there.
Is that Dez Bryant?
That is Dez.
That's how he
with
was
the
feeling.
Crying Jordan face right there, man. Oh, man. I want to thank you, everyone, for watching and listening. Stay tuned. Uncle Yank is already in the building. Should be a great show. And until next time, everyone, Sports Reality. Peace.